Okay, hey guys, now we'll be discussing something about for loop, and we'll be seeing how for loop is looking like. So for loop is looking like somewhat like this. The syntax is like this. For यहाँ पे there will be any identifier, that means any name for identifier in range, right? And this is my for loop. That's how you can write here for loop, and there will be the colon at the end, and whatever the things you have to keep within the for loop, so you'll be keeping within one indentation, that means with one tab here. And here identifier can be anything, means any variable name it can be here, right? Now you have to see what is this range, right? So if I will show you, this range is nothing, it is somehow like this. Range is saying, if I am saying range, this range is again taking the three values that you already know. One is start, second one is stop, separated by commas, and here you are having the step, right? So if I am saying something like this, if I am saying something like this, range of 0, sorry, let's say I am saying range of 5 here. I am saying range of 5 with a simple braces, range of 5. So what it means, this will return me something like this. It will return me something like this, range of 0 comma 5. This is what range will do. That means this 0 will become my start, and this 5 will become my step size, right? If you want to see this thing, let me show you this thing here. So suppose if I am saying something like this, a is equal to a range of 5, right? So check the output here, then I will print the a simply here. I will say print a here, right? So if I will run it, that means this range will give you, okay, it's giving the error because of this thing. So let me comment this thing. Okay, let me run it now again. Now if you see here, the range is giving me 0 comma 5, right? So that means the range is nothing, it will just return you the two values, that's start, that's stop. If I will say something like this, range of 3 comma 8, that means here this will become my start when I am passing the two values, and this will become my stop here, right? So if I am saying something like this, range of 3 comma 8 comma 2, that means this will be my start from this 2, stop at 8, right? And this 2 will be something like this, it is a step size. Getting this point? So simply if I am saying something like this, simply if I am saying range of one value, that means when I am passing the range just one value, that's 8, so at the time by default what is happening here, the start is becoming 0 and your stop is becoming 5, your step is by default becoming 1 here. Just remember this thing. Now we have to see the for loop. Now for loop, what we are having here, for loop is something like this, as I shown you over there. For, let's say I am taking for I in range 5, right? This is my for loop, and there is something with this for loop. What's for loop is doing, so it is assigning some value to this I, this identifier that you are having here. This can be anything here. Let's say as of now I am saying I here, that means it is returning something to this identifier I here. Getting this point? So what will be returning? So three things are happening here. One is initialization. Initialization is happening here. That means initially I is being assigned with some value, and that value will be the start value, right? Second thing that is happening, and this is the first time. Second thing what is happening here, and this will happen only first time, only first time it will happen, right? We are assigning some value to this I. Second thing that we'll be doing is, that is checking the condition, and the condition will be checking somehow like this, check condition, and the condition is like this I must be less than stop, not equal to, not less or equal to, I must be less than stop. And third thing is, this I must be incremented with the step size. This I must be increased with the step size. These are the three operations that are happening with the for loop, right? So if I will take an example, say an example, if I am saying for I in range 5, so what is happening here? In a first iteration, I will say for loop is nothing, it is just calling the itself again and again. It will call itself after doing some operation, it will again call itself. After doing operation, it will again call itself. So what will happen here is, suppose if I will write one program here, I will write one program here. I am saying for I in range 5, right? Then I am saying here print I. That means I want to check what is present in this I, right? So here this print is inside this for loop. So what will happen here? This for loop, after performing this operation, will come back here. After performing this operation, will come back here. After performing this permission, will come back. That means calling itself again and again. That's the for loop, right? So after that, what will happen is just whatever the value will be present in this I will be printing that I value. Getting this point? And this for loop will do these three operations. One is initialize the start to I, check the condition, and increment it. That is the third thing that we'll be doing here, or I can say this is something like this, I plus plus as of now here. So what will happen here in this program? So I will say iteration first. That means first time when you are touching this for loop, or your program is touching the for loop. So at the time what is happening, this I will say this is my memory block. This is my memory in my system, right? So initially we are saying here for I in range 5. So what will happen here, one memory block will be created, and for this memory block I will be initialized. What will be the I value? As I told you here, initially I equal to start. That means what is start here? By default it will start from the 0. That means we'll be getting here 0 value, right? This is the first thing. First thing we'll be doing, I equal to 0. So second thing what we'll be doing is we'll be checking the condition, is I less than stop, right? That means what is stop here? The stop that you are having is 5. That means here you are having a stop. Where I should write, let me write it here. The stop I am having here is 5, right? So second thing what we are checking, is this I less than stop? That means what we have to check, I must be less than equal to stop. Getting this point? So here I am checking, is 0 less than 5 condition true or false, right? If the condition is true, when this condition is true, we'll go inside for loop, and inside for loop what we are saying, print I. That means I will be printed, and the output that you'll be getting here is 0. First you'll be getting here 0, right? Then after performing this operation, what will you be doing? Increment. There is something called as a post increment, pre increment. That is the different thing. As of now, you just understand that after performing this operation, what we are doing is we are performing this third wala operation. And what the third wala operation is saying, you have to increment I by step size. That means I is equal to I plus step, right? So I is currently, my I is 0. That means 0 plus step. What is my step? By default here 1. That means 0 plus 1 is 1. So now here we'll be having the 1. That means I got the value as 1. So if I will say here iteration 2, and in iteration 2 what we are having, I value we are having is 1. So second thing what we have to check, stopping condition. That means is 1 less than 5 condition true or false? Yes. If condition is true, what will go? Will come inside for loop, and what we are saying here, print I, whatever is the value present in I, that is 1, and we'll be printing here 1, right? After coming back to this for loop, what will happen? This step size, it will increase. What's my I now? 1. Increment it with step size. That means we'll be incrementing it 1. Now it will become 2 here. That means my I is now 2 in the iteration third. That is, I will say I is equal to 2. Now what is the second thing I have to check? Is 2 less than 5? That's my stopping condition. 2 is less than 5? Yes. Come inside I, for loop. What will be printing here? I. What is my I here? 2. So I'll be printing here 2 now, right? After that we are having the iteration third. In the iteration third, again we'll be incrementing the I. After performing this, printing it, again we'll be coming to this for loop, and we'll be doing this increment. That means from 2, again will be incremented by 1. It will be 3 now, right? That means your I is 3. Again you will be checking, is 3 less than 5, right? Condition is true. Yes, 3 is less than 5. Come inside for loop, print I. That means 3 will be printed here. Getting this point? Now after performing this operation, again you will be coming to this for loop. Now here you will be incrementing this 3 with 1. That means now your I is 4 in the fourth iteration. In the fourth iteration your I is 4, right? Now what you have checked, is 4 less than 5? Condition is true. Once the condition is true, he will come inside the for loop, and here what it is saying, print I, whatever the value of I is over there, print that. That means 4 will be printed. Will you stop here? No. Then the fifth iteration will be here, and in the fifth operation, obviously you will be coming back to this for loop. What you will be doing, you will be incrementing this I with 1. Now it will become 5. Now I is your 5. Now what you have to check is 5 less than 5, condition true or false? False, right? You will not go inside i's. So that means here the output that you are getting is 0, 1, 2 and 3, right? If you let me code it, so I will say here something like this. I will say for I in range 5, and then I will be simply doing print I here, right? Let me execute this program now. So the output that you are getting here is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The output that you are getting here is 0, 1, 2 and 4. This is the output that you are getting, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So if I will say here the 3, 4, let's say, so what output you will be getting? Exactly 0, 1, 2 and 3. If I will say here 6, so what output will be getting here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That means by default the starting condition is becoming here 0 and stopping condition is 6. We are not considering 6 here, we can say less than stopping condition, and increment by default here is 2, right? What if I will say something like this, 2 comma 6, right? What output you will be getting here? Now what is my start? 2 go till 6, right? So if I will check, show you the output, now I are gively running it. Now you are starting from 2, incrementing by y, going to 6, right? Now if I am saying here 2 comma 5 comma 2, that means now what will be taking the step size of 2. 2 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, right? So output you'll be getting here is 2, 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. Is 6 less than 6? No, condition false. That means you will not print 6, right? So obviously if I will keep here 10 now, so what output you will be getting? Exactly the same output that you are thinking, that is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 will be not included. Getting this point? That means this is your start, this is your stop, and this is your step size. So hope you understood about the for loop. Got it? So we will be seeing the for loop with some other parts as well.